You have reached European Citizens Ask, a podcast by the European Committee of the Regions. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, yes, my name is Boris and I'm from Berlin. I'm gay, I'm married, and we have a little daughter. We got married here in Germany, but now we want to move to where my husband is from, but there gay marriages are not recognized. So I know there's been progress with rights of LGBTIQ+ people, but myself personally, I don't always feel it in reality. So can you tell me what is Europe doing about this? Thank you.
Thank you, Boris, for your question. And to be honest, this is all too common a problem, not just for families like yours who are looking to move between member states, which is your right as a European citizen, but also for families living in border regions where they might live in one member state but go to work or go to school in another. And there are 150 million people living in border regions. But we are all part of a European community and a European family. This brings freedoms, rights and benefits, but it also brings responsibilities. And right now, many member states are falling below the European standards which we all signed up to. Equality is one of the fundamental values of the European Union. It's reflected in our treaties, in the Charter of Fundamental Rights, and this gives the European Union a mandate and a responsibility to combat the kind of discrimination that your family are experiencing. But we have to acknowledge that it's a balancing act in Europe right now. I would love to see same-sex marriage carried out in every member state. For me, as an Irish person, it was a really proud day when we became the first country in the world to introduce marriage equality by popular vote. But as Europeans, we need to acknowledge and respect the competencies which lie in the member states. We cannot force member states to introduce same-sex marriage, but what we must insist on is that where marriage equality is not legal in one member state, this does not stop them from recognising marriages that have been carried out in other member states, which is your position. And we cannot say that we truly have free movement when there are families that cease to be recognised as families if they move across a border.
This was European Citizens Ask, a podcast by the European Committee of the Regions, the Assembly of Regional and Local Representatives, with Kate Feeney, Council of Don Laura Rathdown County Council. You too can post your questions about how Europe works at local level, or share the good practices you see at home. Together, let's shape the future of Europe from the ground up.